What's up, everybody? Today, I vibe coded my first app for creative directors and fashion designers using the brand new GPT-5. And I think it's pretty cool. I also sometimes vibe code little apps for myself and others in Cursor. And I think Cursor is a more robust coding platform. Using GPT-5 as like an IDE it's just not quite there yet, but I think it's great for making little apps like that. I have an Obsidian folder or database here with a page called the Complete Fabric Guide that I've just been building out myself over the last year. I think I started this on February 12th, 2024. If I click into any of these folders, I can really go in depth on each of these different fabrics and fibers. I just copied and pasted a lot of the info from this workspace that I was already building in, and then I fed it to the new ChatGPT 5, and I said, let's discuss an interactive web application that teaches fashion designers everything they need to know about fabrics. The app should be extremely simple with gamification elements like an XP bar and quest log. I ended up taking that out, but I'm going to put it back in, I think, just because it kind of makes it fun. I'll explain in a minute why I took the XP bar out. Basically, it's just to speed up the process of building this. But then I pasted the wiki style guide for a ton of fabrics that I just had in my notes already. And then if we scroll all the way down to the bottom of my prompt, I say, I want to vibe code an app in the canvas with you. Let's discuss before we build. Then it gave me basically an outline with some bare bones JSON for the user interface. It asked me if I'm okay with using a React and Tailwind with JSON stack. I said that's fine. I'm not going to launch this as a SaaS, but I plan on sharing it with colleagues. Then I said I want the experience to feel snappy and addicting. Put images in, placeholders are unnecessary, and I want to do like a little quiz. So we originally had a quiz in here. I took it out for speed reasons again, but I'll add it back in. But then I just went back and forth with it a little bit about updating all of these different sections here in the app. So the code is running here in this canvas. Then I also have it here in its own URL. But when I scroll through here, it tells me everything I need to know basically in a very distilled snapshot. Just the properties, the use, and the care information for various fabrics, at least the fabrics that I've identified as most relevant for me. Now I want to put the quiz back into this vibe coded app. That's where I am in my chat. And I figured I would just put the camera on or turn the camera on and then just continue vibe coding this on video. So I'm going to say, go ahead with the safe minimal overwrite. The 3-question true/false quick quiz sounds like a great idea. Yeah, there's that new thinking longer feature, which is cool. You can press think longer. Now the chat is editing the raw code. So that's done. All set. I added a super light 3-question true/false quick quiz under each fabric. It generates the questions from the fabric's text, breathability, stretch, water resistance, instant feedback, and a tiny score readout. Kept it minimal, no persistence, no extra imports, and within the canvas line limit. Refresh the canvas and scroll a fabric. All right, so I refreshed the canvas. Now let's press run code. It's now initializing the environment. Okay, here we go. Now it's in here already. If I scroll down, I can see this. We have the info about jersey, which is just another word for cotton knit. single knit, natural stretch and softness. Here's a macro / texture shot from Wikimedia Commons. So this is a royalty-free image. I can legally use it in my app. Here's an example of a jersey garment, just a cotton t-shirt. I have the properties, the use, premium tees, draped tops, and care, cold wash, lay flat, or low tumble. And then we have the quick quiz. Is it breathable? Does it have stretch? Is it water resistant? So yes, it is breathable. Yes, it does have stretch. And no, it's not water resistant. So there we go. Now I've taken the 3-question quiz and I'm ready for the next fabric. Okay, now I noticed something. If I go to different pages here in the study order, it doesn't reset the quick quiz. So I'll say that to ChatGPT. I'll stop the code from running and I'll say, after I took the first quiz, the quizzes did not reset for the other fabrics. Each fabric needs its own quiz with its own set of answers. And let's send that off and see what it says. Okay, looks like that is fixed. That forces a remount on fabric change, so each fabric now has its own fresh quiz state and score. Give it a spin, take a quiz, switch fabrics, then come back and it'll reset properly. Okay, so let's refresh the page. I'm going to reopen the canvas and run the code. Initializing the environment, so that's just another way to say it's loading up. And then let's do this quiz again for jersey. So yes, it's breathable. Yes, it has stretch, and no, it's not water resistant. Okay, let's go to French Terry. Here we go. New quiz, and the questions have reset. Is it breathable? True. Does it have stretch? Yes. Is it water resistant? No. Okay, so these are super simple. I think the next step would be juicing this up, adding more information to this card here. It's a little too distilled, maybe. It's like just the facts in their most simple form, but I think I want to see this card elaborate a little bit on the different properties and the use cases. I also don't think that this is the best garment example photo for French Terry. I did a French Terry hoodie for an old Pathos of Things drop. Maybe I'll talk a little bit more about that in a future video. All right. Anyway, that's my first time vibe coding and messing around in GPT-5. So if you want to see me build out an app like this, so with a different idea or for a different topic, let me know in the comments. If you want to see more AI stuff in general, subscribe and like this video. If you want to start a fashion brand and make your first sale in 4 months or less, join the Fashion Brand Vault Pro group. Link is in the description. I'm running a sale right now, so you can get it for 50% off until August 8th. I'll see you in the next one.